Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Charlie Thorne and the Last Equation, and the Lost City, chapter 24 and 25. And this chapter starts off with Esmeralda. Esmeralda's perspective in the story as she's traveling with Ivan. And she doesn't trust Ivan at all. And she thinks that Ivan doesn't trust her and her brothers either. But they're traveling together because they both want to find the city, and Esmeralda especially wants to get revenge on Charlie. So Ivan is the one that rescued the Castellos and took them on the journey. And this journey has been hard for Esmeralda and her brothers and Ivan too. Especially if you think about Esmeralda, she's burnt up, and her brothers, but they can't feel the pain. Their body would be telling them, relax, sleep, don't do anything as we heal. But because they can't feel the pain, they keep going about everything. And they can feel like they don't have as much energy, but they don't feel the pain of it. And so this makes the journey really dangerous for them because they have burns that are open. So like bacteria or viruses or bugs can get in there really easily. And they're in a really, really dangerous part of the world where there's a lot of disease and things that could get on them. And so Esmeralda's trying to be very careful, taking medicine and wrapping her bandages really well and keeping it clean and keeping everything very clean. It's been a very hard journey. But they've been able to follow Charlie and Milan and Dante and kind of follow their path. Camp where they camp, go the way that they went, find the food that they found. And so they've been actually going faster and getting slowly and slowly closer and closer to Dante and Charlie and Milana. And at this point, Ivan says, we're going too slow. We need to take the supplies off our canoe so we can go faster. And Esmeralda's like, whoa, that's a crazy idea. We might need those supplies. And we don't know how long it's going to take. But Ivan says, oh no, I think we're going to get close to the city because the flooded forest is disappearing and we're going to be walking on land soon. And, Esmeralda and Ivan kind of disagree. And she's like, look, it might take us twice as long to come back than it took us to get there. And Ivan looks at her like, what? And Esmeralda thinks she made a mistake. Oh, Ivan doesn't know that I'm planning to kill him, and then it's just going to be me and my brothers coming back with all the gold, and it's going to take forever. And she's like, we don't know what will happen. That dangerous thing could happen. But Ivan just starts to laugh. Really loud, really full. And he's like, you think we're going to come back this way? No, I have a better idea. We don't know what that is. Maybe he's going to call in a helicopter from Russia or something, but he has a different plan. And so they start dumping their gear. And he's like, help me dump this stuff out. That leads us to chapter 25, where Charlie and Milana and Dante are sitting at camp because Milana had made camp while they were gone. She caught some piranhas and we're cooking them, and they all kind of got together. And Charlie shares what she thinks Darwin's discovery is. Because Milana and Dante think it's maybe gold or treasure at the lost city. But Charlie says, Darwin was a scientist. If he found the treasure of humanity, it wouldn't be gold. It would be something related to evolution. To finding the missing link between monkeys or apes and mankind. Or something that shows and proves evolution. And he found that here. And so Dante is kind of asking more questions, and Charlie explains this idea of a proto-human. Proto is like before, so before human. So maybe and this is Charlie's idea, that in Africa, when humans were changing from whatever they were changing to into humans, that in other parts of the world, there could have been the same change in those creatures into different kinds of like human things. And she kind of talks about like birds and dinosaurs and bats can all fly, but they use different ways to do it. And the dinosaurs and bats kind of use a similar way of flying. She talks about how dolphins and whales, she says, came from the land and went back into the water, but they created fins like fish. Even though they have similar things, they're very different. And she says that could have happened with humans or with the things that were before humans. They could have branched in a different direction. And that's what she thinks Darwin found. And maybe even still here in the forest, there could be those kind of humans or their body parts or something like that. And that's what Charlie thinks Darwin discovered. I still think it's aliens, but hey, who knows? Excruciating, very, very strong, intense pain that you can't think anything because the pain's so strong. Rife is covered full of common. So the Amazon is rife with insects, rife with disease. Maybe not disease, but things that can cause disease, certainly bacteria. Cavalier is this attitude like, let's go and let's fight, even if we die. I don't care about myself. Let's just run forward into danger. That mentality, that mindset is called cavalier. Some vocabulary from chapter 5. Convergent. Converge means come together. So convergent is coming together. That there could be, she says, convergent evolution. Evolution that happened similar, but in different spots around the same times. Divergent is going in different ways. So if evolutionary theory, there's something before humans and after monkeys or apes, that thing could have evolved this way and could have evolved that way. They could have diverged in the way that they developed or something. And that leaves us with our discussion question. So now that we've heard what Charlie thinks the lost city is, do you think Charlie is correct? Is it a different kind of human that Darwin could have discovered? And of course, this is just in the story. So, I mean, in the story, what do you think that might have been? Do you think Charlie's right? I already told you, I think she's wrong. I think it's alien still, but maybe Charlie is right. And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today, but thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.